talked about CEO Essence. She's laughing because she knows that we're not done. I hear, Rene, you even have a clothing line too. How do you have time for a clothing line? Tell us about how did that develop? That's a whole. The fashion industry is a whole other beast.
That's a whole other beast. So I'm 6 foot tall.
I didn't notice.
You can't tell with me sitting
That's
here.
right.
But,
your chair's lowered and mine's.
I'm 6 foot tall. So I have always had a challenge finding clothes that fit me properly, that were in a price range that was not astronomical. And as a younger, developing, business person, it was hard for me to find business attire that was appropriate. I didn't want men's jackets that were refashioned for me. I didn't want sheer kinds of materials. So I met designer Salvatore Loriano when I was in Brazil a year and a half ago and asked him to design a couple blouses for me. And so we sat down and we talked for about an hour. My husband was in the room and he just started designing. And he got the essence of who I am as a person in those 5 drawings. And just like that. It was just amazing to work with him. And so then he went and did the blouses, came back, and I fell in love with them. And so then he approached me and said, would you be interested? It took me about 2 seconds to decide yes. Again, I followed that intuition, right?
Where did you think you would have the time?
Okay, that
that's
the bigger challenge.
That after.
Yeah.
I felt that heart thing I was talking about, and then the gut, and they were competing. And then there's this time thing.
There's this time thing. So it works out really well though, because I have to travel to Brazil anyway for my other company. He designs. He makes all of the drawings. I'm working with a studio in LA, r.i.s.k, Renaissance Creative Studios, to create the pilots and create the patterns for me. And we've found a factory down in Brazil that can produce the products for us. The biggest challenge has been finding the time and the materials that we want to work with, because I want to work with socially conscious kinds of materials, where they're animal friendly, whether it's environmentally friendly, because this industry is not that. And so finding somebody, so my nephew is now working for me, and so he's been doing a lot of research. He's reached out to a couple different organizations. Salvatore knows a lot of people. He's been in the industry for 35 years. So we've been researching all of that and finding the materials that make us happy.
Is there a name to the company?
Yes, it's RM Essence.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So playing off the essence. Wow, that's fantastic. So what types of clothing? Are they casual? Are they business? Are they a mix?
So business attire. In fact, this jacket is one of the creations.
Oh, really? It's very nice, very tastefully designed, yeah.
Yeah, and it's business attire for the young at heart executive. So it can be, from somebody who's a bank teller to somebody who's a CEO. And so we wanted something that was business appropriate, that could be taken anywhere, and people would be comfortable with.
Now, the clothes themselves, where can people find them? Are they going to be in stores, online? So
we have an online site that will be available once we have this set up. Right now, the site's built, just waiting for the clothes. And
is there a web address, or you're still putting that?
So the web address is rmessence.com.
rmessence.com. So look for that. That'll be constantly updated and new things and freshened as websites generally are. So will there be a situation where there'll be a shopping cart, people can order online and have it shipped anywhere around the world,
Anywhere around the world.
So that has to be exciting for you. I mean, you've got this ball up in this air, and the ball up here, and you've got this here.
Yes.
I mean,
it's been, so of everything that I do, it's been the most off the chart for me, because it's a world that I knew nothing about. So it's been a very steep learning curve for me.